Subscribe to my YouTube channel. That button doesn't bite. Please, at the end of this video, always remember to subscribe. Please, I'm begging you once again, subscribe. Please, you are welcome to another beautiful episode on my YouTube channel. Today, where in our last class we discussed about what we call physics. That's for new science students. We're going to continue from where we stopped last week, and we're going to talk about measurement today. So, what is measurement? Measurement can be defined as the assigning of numerical values to quantities like mass, time, temperature, and other physical quantities like that to describe its magnitude or size. So now we're going to move to what we measure. Number one, we measure length. And take note, secondary school, in a secondary school physics laboratory, we have different instruments we use in measuring length. The length can be measured with instruments like a meter rule, calipers, vernier calipers, and micrometer screw gauge. So I recommend all SS1 students should tell their physics teacher to teach them how to use these basic instruments of measurement. So now let's explain what we call the meter rule. The meter rule is graduated in centimeters and millimeters. The smallest graduation of the meter rule is 1 millimeter or 0.1 centimeter. This is its reading accuracy. Measurements can be estimated up to half this smallest graduation, that is 0.5 millimeter or 0.05 centimeter. In measuring with a meter rule, a necessary precaution is to avoid the error called parallax. By looking vertically downwards on the markings instead slantly. That is a practical aspect. That's why I've said earlier that S1 students should tell their physics teacher when teaching them they should always take note of parallax error, because parallax error is always comes by the way you are looking at your measuring instrument. So now let's go to another instrument used in measuring length, the vernier calipers. You may have heard of a vernier caliper before, but in this video I'm gonna explain more better. So a vernier caliper, this can measure length more accurately than the meter rule. Like it's more accurate. Like um the measuring accuracy is more accurate than that of a meter rule. So to measure smaller length to the nearest 0.1 millimeter, e.g. the thickness of a meter rule, the internal and external diameters of a tube, or the diameter of a rod, we use the vernier calipers. That is to say that the vernier calipers cannot only be used to measure small lengths, we can use it to measure diameters. Mainly vernier calipers are actually used to measure like circles or thickness or something. So the instrument has two sets of jaws and two scales, and the main and the vernier scales. Those are like the two parts of the vernier caliper, the main and the vernier scales. The vernier scale, which slides on the main scale, is a smaller scale which enables us to measure a fraction of the smallest division on the main scale. The main scale is graduated in centimeters and millimeters. The vernier scale is constructed by dividing a 9 millimeter length into 10 equal intervals, such that each vernier division has a length of 0.9 millimeter or 0.09 centimeter. The difference in length between a vernier caliper scale division and a main scale division is thus 0.1 millimeter or 0.01 centimeter. For any measurement, the readings on both the main and the vernier scales are added together to obtain the total reading of the length. So now let's move to the micrometer screw gauge. This micrometer screw gauge, it is more, like when I say more, really more accurate than the first two instruments of measurement. It can measure smaller lengths than that of like the vernier calipers or the meter rule. So for average measurements of still smaller lengths, such as the diameter of a wire, diameter of a small ball, like a pendulum bulb. So you can see the reason why a micrometer screw gauge is more accurate than a vernier caliper. A vernier caliper can actually measure the length of the diameter of a thin wire, but the micrometer screw gauge can do that for you. So it can also measure the thickness of a piece of paper. It can measure an accuracy of 0.001 centimeter. That is way more smaller than the other two measuring instruments. Before any measurements are made with the screw gauge, its anvil and spindle should be closed to check for zero error. Like the vernier calipers, the micrometer screw gauge has a main scale and a vernier scale. The main scale is graduated in millimeters. The circular vernier scale consists of 50 equal divisions. When the screw head carrying the circular vernier scale is turned roundwards, it moves a distance of 0.5 millimeter along the main scale. Thus, one division on the vernier scale equals 0.5 over 50 or 0.01 millimeter on the main scale. So I'm not going to talk about the practical aspects because I can't explain the practical aspects in this video because I don't have my micrometer screw guard with me, so you're gonna have to do that with your teacher in school. Measurement of a volume, like it can measure with objects like a measuring cylinder, a volumetric flask, and also a pipette. We use pipettes in chemistry for measuring liquids. So the way we have something we use in measuring volume and length, we also have things we use in measuring mass and weight. So I'm sure they must have taught you what we call mass. But if you haven't been taught that, I can explain that for you. Mass is defined as the quantity of matter contained in a body, and weight is the force or pull with which the earth attracts the body towards the center of the earth. So we use balances in measuring mass and weight. So we have different types of balance. We have the chemical balance, we have the spring balance, we have a lever balance, and we have a dial spring balance. So that's gonna be all for today. See you in my next video. Like, share, comment, subscribe to get more updates on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Spread love.